Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, my dear students, good morning once again. So the topic, I am going to cover the 3 topics that is available already in our LMS. That is the computer languages, the data formats, and data formats and tools complement. These are the objectives. We're going to take a look at how the assembly language works, the machine language, of course, high-level languages, and we are going to look into the programmer's view of the computer system, assembly language and programming tools, data representation. And now, these are some important questions before we continue. So we'll look into what is assembly language, why we learn assembly language, what is a machine language, how is assembly related to machine language, of course, what is an assembler, and how is the assembly related to high-level language. So these are the questions that we are going to answer for today's meeting and presentation. We have the higher level language and we have the lower level languages. Now, as you can see here, the application programs, most of these application programs are developed using high-level languages, such as this browser that we are using, the Google Meet that we are using, the Facebook, okay, the LMS, and the Word, and all the application programs, they were developed using high-level languages. Now, these high-level languages, as you can see, they are machine independent. When we talk about a machine independent language, so kahit anong machine ang gagamitin mo, they will still work properly. Now, yung assembly language naman natin, they are machine specific. So, depende sa gamit mong microprocessor, depende sa gamit mong microcontroller later on, doon lang mag-work yung mga programming mo. As I mentioned to you last time, yung sa introduction of or history of our microprocessor, depende kung ano ang gagamitin mo o kung ano yung ISA mo, as I should say, or the instruction set architecture. Since ikaw ang gumawa niyan, so yung gawa mo na architecture, gawa mo na instructions, doon lang mag-work sa ginawa mong machine. Okay? And then going down, we have already the machine language. They are in ones and zero. And this ones and zero can only be understood by our hardware, our processor. Now, we have what we call the compilers and assemblers. Now, yung C++ mo, so meron tayong tinatawag na compiler, right? So sa C++ mo, para ma-run mo yung program mo, kailangan mo siyang i-compile. And then, pag kinompile mo siya, ang mangyayari, magiging assembly language na siya. Or you need to have an assembler. So yung assembler na yan, na ginagawa niya from assembly language, ginagawa niya ones and zero or to machine language. And then meron din yung mga higher level language natin na diretso compiler. So from high level language, it converts it to assembly language using the compiler, or high level language, it convert this one into a machine language. Here are some examples of converting higher level language into a machine language. So for example, the English translation, D is assigned the sum of A times B plus 10. And then if you are going to write it in a C++, we have D is equal to A times B plus 10. Okay? From that, high level, compile natin, then mangyayari, magiging assembly language siya. So sa assembly language natin, we say move EAX, okay, comma A, multiply it to B, because if you're going to use multiply, sir, bakit wala siyang operand 1? Sabi mo last time, meron dapat siyang operand 1. Okay? Dalawa dapat operand yan. So there are different formats of instructions. We have the opcode, operand 1, operand 2. We have also the opcode, operand 1 only, and we have an opcode only. So in this case, we have move EAXA, that is an opcode operand 1, operand 2. We have multiply B. Yung implied na operand 1 yan is already the accumulator register or yung EAX or yung AX natin in case of our 8086 na mga processor o mga 32 o 16-bit na processors natin. And then we have add EAX10 and then move D to move D EAX, or which means we are going to copy the value of EAX to our D. To machine language, so depende kung paano mo siya gagawin, ay ito na ang mangyayari. So napansin niyo dati, so itong mga to, ikaw ang magde-define kung ikaw ang gagawa or gumawa ng IC natin. Ayan. At this point, we are going to look into the data formats. Actually, we have started the data formats during our logic circuit. So we have different forms of data, and we represent our data inside our computer differently. Okay? So, but the main thing here, the only data that your processor can understand is 1 and 0. Yun lang. Okay, now, but basically, if you look into, there are different forms of data, example of which is your ASCII numbers. Okay? Your numbers can be signed or unsigned. Now, but before we are going to do that, there are different data types that we have. We have first is the byte. We have the word, double word, and quad word. So what are the difference of these things? Of course, the number of bits they can accommodate. Okay? Now, of course, yung pinaka-maliit sa kanila is we call it bit or 1 and 0. Then meron tayong groups of 4 bits. We call it as nibble. Okay. And then the group of 8 bits, we call it byte. That is from 0 to 7. From word, that is 0 to 7. Then 8 to 15. Sir, bakit na-divide? Di ba nga, we say that the word can be 2 bytes. That is low byte and high byte. Example of this is your AX. I made mention last time that your AX can be divided by 2. That would be your AH and your AL. So, tige 8-bit yung mga yan. Now, also, we have the double word. That is 32-bit. From 0 to 15, 16 to 31. Example of which is your EAX or extended accumulator registers. Okay. From this, we have low word and high word. Then again, this low word can be divided by 2. That's a low byte and high byte. Also, for the 64-bit, we have quad word. Now, take note that your memory location can only accommodate 1 byte. Okay? 1 byte of info. Your memory location per memory location is 1 byte. Okay? Now, example. So we have here different data which is being stored in our memory. So if the word, okay, ayan, word at address, ito yung kailangan ninyong malaman or tandaan yung mga keywords. Of course, pag sinabing word, dapat pag word, 2 byte. Yan, 2 byte. Kung 2 byte, ibig sabihin, 2 memory location. Maliwanag? 2 byte equals 2 memory location. So, yun ang ibig sabihin nun. Sinabi mong double word, 2 word. So, kung 2 word, 4 na byte. Kasi yung isang word is 2 byte. So 2 times 2, 4 na byte. So therefore, 4 din na memory location. Okay? Pag sinabi mong byte, byte lang yan. 8 bits, ibig sabihin, isang byte, isang memory location. Okay? So yun ang tatandaan nyo. Okay, meron pa pala isa. Quad word, 4 na word. So kung 4 na word, 2 byte, di ba? So meron tayong 8 na byte. Then equals to 8 na mem location. So yun ang titingnan natin. So example, word at address BH. So titingnan mo kung saan yung BH na address. So usually, we start at 0 hexa. Okay? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, instead na 10, magiging A. A and then B. Dito daw mag-i-start. And then yung value niya is FE06. So meron tayong FE06. So, starting address lang yung sinasabi. This one is what we call your starting address. And then, syempre, your memory grows upward. Therefore, 2 ang kukunin natin. Yung susunod na address niya would be C hexa. Kasi nag-start ka ng BH. So, ang susunod sa BH is CH. Sir, ito ba yung mga registers? Hindi ito registers. Nagkataon lang na AH. Kasi ibig sabihin, B or hexadecimal B, hexadecimal C, hexadecimal E, hexadecimal H, F, H, and then meron tayong 10 hexa. Okay, and then I guess you get the point. Okay. Now, since dalawa, again, starting address is BH, yung susunod, CH. So, dun natin ilalagay yung 0, 6, and then FE. Yan. Also, meron tayong byte. So, isang memory location lang yan sa 1F. Sa 9 hexa daw siya. So, eto siya. Then, tingnan natin yung quad word. Yung quad word, 6 hexa. So, dito siya magsisimula. Kailangan natin ng 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Yun yung first na location would be 0B, 23, A4, 1F, 36, 06, FE, and 7A sa patasya. Now, sir, paano natin siya isusulat diyan sa memory location? Paano natin siya i-store? Depende yan kung ano ang gamit mong format. So, meron kasi tayong 2 format. Yung tinatawag nating Big Indian or Little Indian. Okay? Now, ano ang sinasabi ng Big Indian at ano naman sinasabi ng Little Indian? So, I usually do mnemonics also. So, sa Big Indian, sinasabi niyan, so suppose we have here the number, and then we have we have discussed during our logic circuit what we call MSB, and we have LSB. Okay, maliit na B. Right? Or most significant bit and least significant bit. Ngayon, meron naman tayong tinatawag na MSB, yung big, at LSB, yung big. Or most significant byte or least significant byte. Kasi, bakit byte? Kasi, per memory location, 2 ang kailangan niya or byte ang kailangan niya or 2 nibble. So, byte ang kailangan niya. Right? Or 8 bits. So, now going here, we have here now the left side, the right side, meron tayong LSB or least significant byte. At the left side, meron tayong MSB or the most significant byte. Now, paano ko sinusulat yan? Sinasabi natin sa Big Indian daw, okay, syempre, your data will be stored at, sabi natin that the most significant byte, okay, the most significant byte will be stored at the least numbered memory location. Okay? Ulitin ko. Yung most significant byte will be stored at the least numbered memory location. Maliwanag. Sa little endian naman, sinasabi natin dyan that yung least significant byte will be stored at the least numbered memory location. So kung papansinin mo, yung number natin na 12, 34, 56, 78, kapag big endian yung ginamit natin, yung 12, diretso lang siya sa list. So, syempre, ito yung address mo, di ba? 0. Syempre, sunod is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Syempre, yung pinaka-least na numbered na memory location mo would be your 0, 0. Okay? Or yung least numbered memory location mo is always equal to your starting address. So, always yung starting address ang least numbered memory location. So, for example, in this case, ang least dito, no? To, quad word at address 6. So, ibig sabihin that this is your least numbered memory location. Bakit yan? Kasi nga, kung quad word, kailangan natin ng 8. So, from 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C. So, yung list niya would be yan. Okay? Now, since ang data natin, let me just erase this one. Since ang data natin is 7A, yan, FE until 30, B0, 0B, kako sana. So, this is our data. So, mapapansin mo, ang ginamit niya, is it big endian or little endian? Ilagay ko dito, sinabi natin that the big endian, the MSB, is stored at the least numbered memory location. So, yung little endian naman natin, yung LSB at the least numbered memory location. Right? So, here in the example, ano ang ginamit? Is it big or little? Mapapansin natin dito, ano ba yung 0B? Is it the most or the least? It is the least significant byte. Okay? So, least significant byte yung nandun sa least numbered memory location. So, therefore, ang ginamit natin na method ay little endian ang ginamit natin na method. So, ulitin natin depende, siyempre, sa ginamit natin na method, either big endian or little endian. So, yung data natin ay magiging ganyan. Now, next. Okay. Now, dito, I do not know if did I introduce this one to you during your logic? I don't remember na, no? It's been a year kasi. 2019 ito. 2020 nga, 2022 na. 2021, 2022 na. So we have different presentations of numbers. We have unsigned and we have signed integers. Well, there is no problem much on unsigned because of course that is unsigned. Now, the difference between signed and unsigned is of course the presence of the operator, either positive or either negative. For unsigned, we are not going to consider that one. So, well, that 5 is 5, 13 is 13, 0 is 0, 15 is 15, and 7 is 7. Now, the thing that we need to do here, of course, all data is in different word sizes. So, pag sinabi mong word sizes, ito yung nakita natin kanina sa previous slide, that is your nibble, your byte, your word, your quad word, your double word. Byte pala, no? Double word, then your quad word. So, yung word sizes natin, n in bits, either 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Now, bakit natin kailangan malaman yan? Dahil din dito mamaya sa pag-store natin sa memory, gamit ng big endian or little endian. So, as we can see here in this figure. Okay? Now, yung 4, 8, 16, 32, as we mentioned, meron din niyang range. Okay? Now, how to get the range? So, we have here, siyempre pag unsigned yan, we start at 0 up to 2 raised to 4 minus 1. So, In other words, that is 0 to 15. And then from 8, for 8 bits, you have 0 to 127, 0 to 655, 0 to blah blah, 0 to yan. So yan yung mga ranges ng mga numbers na pwede nating i-represent in a particular word sizes. So why do we need that? Kasi in analogy, for example, yung tubig mo na 1 gallon, right? Yung tubig mo na, or yung container mo na 1 gallon, pwede kang maglagay doon ng mga, let's say, ilang liters lang, pwede mong ilagay doon. Kaya lang, kung ang tubig mo, or yung dami ng tubig mo ay pang 2 gallons, so yung 2 gallons na tubig, hindi mo pwedeng ilagay doon sa 1 gallon na container. Nakukuha ba yung ibig ko sabihin? So, syempre, sobra. Hindi kakasya. Kaya natin pag-aaralan din yung word size. Eh sir, ano naman ang kinalaman? Eh di 64 na lang yung gagamitin natin lagi-lagi. Kasi at least yung 64 from 0 to 18, kung alin ba yan, ilan yan, ilang trillion ba yan o quadrillion ba yan? Eh di 64 na lang sir ang gamitin natin lagi-lagi. Tama? So very good din yun. Kaya lang, kung papasin mo na sa analogy, eh kung meron kang isang drum, at ang ilalagay mo lang ay 3 liters lang na tubig, gagamit ka ba ng isang drum? Right? So, hindi ka gagamit ng isang drum. So, kung 3 liters lang, edi siyempre, yung pinakamalapit doon, siguro yung 4 liters, kung may 4 liters na galon. Eh kung wala, edi siyempre yung 6 liters. Kasi yung nakikita ko, 6 liters yung mga no? Yung mga absolute na container, 6 liters yun. So, 8 liters ata. So, yun lang ang gagamitin mo. Hindi ka gagamit ng isang drum. Right? Ganon din dito sa data representation natin. Siyempre, mapapasin mo, each data, if you represent it for a particular format, it needs memory location. Right? Eh kung 64 ang ginamit mong format, doon sa i-represent mo lang na let's say 125. Okay? So your number, you are going to store 125 decimal into your memory. Ginamit mo ang 64, right? E di, 8 ang gagamitin mo na memory location. So kung memory location yan, 8 ang gagamitin mo. So 8 ba yan? So kung parang ganun, 8 yan. Right? Eh, ang lalagay mo lang is 125. And equivalent ng 125. So, pwedeng ito na lang para mas madali sapan natin. So, kung 15 ang data mo kasi nandito na, and then we have 64 pa rin yung container mo, eh, lalagay mo lang dito 0F. Eh, wala ka namang ilalagay. Pero these are no longer usable. Okay? Hindi na to usable. Ibig sabihin, kung meron ka pang another, let's say, 64, okay, hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung susunod. Kasi yung buong ito, yung buong yan ay nakalaan lang kay 15. Nakakuha? So, ang goal natin, kung sobra siya or kulang, we are just going to get the next available word size. Next available word size. So, for example, ang value mo ay 16 decimal. 16 decimal. So, hindi siya papasok sa 4 kasi from 0 to 15 lang. Again, yung 16 decimal na yan, pwede mong gamitin si 64. Pero hindi natin gagawin yon. Ang gagawin lang natin is yung next available na word size. So, which is also 8. Ayan. So, yung 8 lang kukunin natin. Kasi si 16, pasok na siya sa 8. Kasi 0 to 127 siya. I do hope you understand. Yung significance to know yung mga different na word sizes. Now, paano natin siya nire-represent? We just go the binary equivalent of 5. Binary equivalent of 5 is this one. Binary equivalent of 13 is this one. 0, of course. 15. 7. Sir, paano mo kinuha yung binary? You go back to our logic. Anyway, this is already discussed at logic. Next. Pero dito tayo may problema. dito sa sign because we represent sign in either positive or a negative value. So there are three different notations. We have the sign magnitude, we have the ones complement, and we have the two's complement. So for the first part, we are going to look into the sign magnitude. Yung sign magnitude, the most significant bit, okay? The MSB, maliit na b, determines the sign. Okay, determines the sign. If that is 0, that is equal to positive. Pag 1, then that is equal to negative. Now, kung mapapansin nyo, yung range niya is, yung notation, that is negative 2 raised to 4 minus 1. Bakit siya minus 1 sa bit? Kasi nga, yung most significant will be used for determining the sign. Okay, determining the sign. And minus 1, bakit minus 1? Kasi from negative 7 to positive 7 including 0. Example, yung positive 5 natin, kukunin mo pa rin yung binary equivalent ng 5, which is 0, 1, 0, 1. And since positive yan, dadagdagan mo lang siya ng 0. Okay? And negative 5, that is still 1, 0, 1, but it's negative, then that is equal to 1. Ganon din si 3. Now, sir, nagkataon that yung representation ng positive 5 ay 8 bits. Ay 8 bits. So, ganon din. Ano ba ang 5? So, yung 5 mo, 1, 0, 1, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1. Positive pala yan, no? 0. Eh, pag negative siya, edi 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Ganon din si 3. Ano ba si 3? That is 0, 1, 1. Positive, that is 0. 3. 0, 1, 1, negative, then that is equal to 1. So, always, yung most significant bit determines the sign. Okay, ulitin natin. Paano naman kapag 16? Nirepresent natin si 3 sa 16. So, still 3 is 0, 1, 1. 16 siya. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Positive pala ulit to, no? Sorry, positive pala yan. So, 0 siya. Okay? Ganon din pag negative. 1. And now, 1 ito. And then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Alright. Now, note that the most positive number is eto kapag sa 4-bit lang tayo. 4-bit. Kasi kapag sa 8-bit, ang most positive number is 127. Okay? Sa 16, ang most positive is yung 32767. Sa 4-bit, lahat ng representation example natin is 4-bit dito. 4-bit. Kaya ako nilalagyan ng mga ganito kasi yung nasa table natin is 4-bit lang. 4-bit lang. Now, anong problema natin dito kasi sa sign natin? Sa sign magnitude. Dalawa ang representation natin ng 0. Eh di ba walang positive and negative 0, right? So mapapansin mo yung 0 mo is meron 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. So that's the problem. Kaya banggit ko kanina, hindi siya ginagamit sa pagre-represent. But bakit natin siya ine-explain? Kasi dito nagmula yung ones complement and twos complement. Meron lang silang binago na konti. Ayan. Now, here another explanation why we do not use sign magnitude notation in manipulating numbers. So, mapapansin natin dito, we are going to add positive 5 and negative 3. So, yung positive 5 mo, 5. Positive siya, 0. 3, this one. Negative siya, 1. When we add it, 1 plus 1, that is 0 carry 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1, that is 0 carry 1. 1 plus 1, that is 0 carry 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1, that is 0 carry 1. So, mapapansin mo, the sum should be positive 2, right? Positive 2. Pero yung sum natin is positive 0. So, bakit mo positive 0? We are talking about, right? We are talking about sign magnitude. Positive 0 yung labas instead na positive 2. Now, i-correct naman yan ng computer, pero it will do a lots of manipulation to get the correct answer. Another example, negative 4. 4, negative is 1. 2, positive 2. 2, positive is 0. Then we add 0 plus 0, that is 0. 0 plus 0, 1, 1. Carry 0. 0 plus 1 plus 0, that is 1. Carry 0. 0 plus 1 plus 0, that is 1. So the sum is, ano yan? So can you give me the sum? That is negative. Oh, this is 6, right? 1, that is negative 6. Supposed to be, ang sagot ay negative 2. So, again, the computer will correct it, but it will do a lot of manipulation. Yan. Sign magnitude yan. Next. 1's complement. Now, the same, doon sa sign magnitude natin, as I mentioned, di doon kasi nga ang ginamit yon, kinuha. The same siya. However, titingnan natin yan. 1's complement na siya. We are going to do complement. Still, the most significant bit will determine the sign. Pag 0, positive. That is positive. Pag 1, that is equal to negative. Ayan. Kaya lang pagkakaiba na is we are going to do the 1's complement. Okay? Now, how to do the 1's complement? We assume that this is still 4-bit kasi positive yan eh. So, positive, diretso lang natin siya i-convert sa tawag na nun. Diretso lang natin siyang ilalagay sa binary. Okay? Pag negative, yun ang gagamitan natin ng 1's complement. So, ito siya. Ulitin ko, para sa 3 naman. Pag positive 3, diretso 3 in 4-bit notation. Kapag negative siya, kukunin mo yung value niyan and then we are going to complement, that is 0, 1 magiging 0, 1 magiging 0, maging 1 magiging 1. So that is your negative 3. So mapapansin mo pa rin yung 0 pag positive, pag 1, yan, negative. Okay? Ganon din siya. Sir, paano naman kapag ito na-represent into 8-bit? Okay. Paano pag na-represent ito in 8-bit? Ganon pa rin. 5. Ano si 5? That is 1, 0, 1. Since 8-bit yan, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ngayon, pag negative 5 yan at 8-bit, so kunin mo ito, then ko-complement mo lang maging 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so 8-bit naman yan. Okay. Ganon din ito sa 3 natin. Pag sa 3, ilagay natin sa baba, pag positive 3 na 8-bit, di 8-bit yan. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3 is 1, 1. Pag negative 3, so this is positive 3. Pag negative 3, we are just going to complement this, maging 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So that is also negative 3. Okay? Negative 3 in 8-bit. Ito, negative 3 in 4-bit. Ito, negative 5 in 8-bit. Okay? So, ganun siya. Ganun nangyari yan. Another problem, still, dalawa yung representation natin ng 0. Okay? Dalawa yung representation natin ng 0. Okay, next. So, example, positive 5, negative 3. So, positive 5, diretso. Ayan. Negative 3, what we do is we get still the 0, 0, 1, 1. Then we complement, magiging 0, 0, 1, 1. Kaya siya naging ganyan. Ayan. Then we add 1 plus 0, that is 1, 0. 1 plus 1, that is 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, that is 0, carry 1. So, the sum is 0, 0, 0, 1. That the computer will only add the carry to the sum. Okay, so ito na siya. yung sum natin plus yung carry. Okay, 1 plus 1, that is 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 0, that is 1. 0, 0. So now it is already positive 2. So mas konti na lang yung ginawa ni computer natin. That is just to add. Kung may carry, we are just going to add this one here. Okay. And another example, tingnan natin. How about positive 4 plus negative, let's say, try natin kung pwedeng negative 5. Okay, positive 4. What is positive 4? That is 0, 1, 0, 0. What is negative 5? So, ano negative 5 natin? That is 0, 1, 0, 1. So, 0, 1, 0, 1. Tama? Yan. Add natin. 0, 1, 0, 1. So, we have here 0 plus 0. That is 0. That is 1. That is 1. That is 1. Sir, yan ba yung sagot? Sir, wala namang carry. So, kung walang carry, wala tayong i-add sa sum. Right? Pero eksakto ba to? Is this negative 1? Kasi di ba 4 plus negative 5, that should be negative 1. So titingnan natin. Paano natin i-check? Negative 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Complement natin, that is 0, 1, 1, 1. So, sakto. Okay? So another example, let's say negative 8 plus 7. So, sir, sa anong word size yan papalo? Sa 4, sa 8, sa 16, sa 32. So, kung titingnan natin dito, so hindi na siya, yung pasok yung 7, right? Pasok yung 7. Kaya lang, hindi na pasok yung 8. Tama? So, kesa yung 7 ay gagawin natin 4, yung 8 gagawin natin 6, 8, parehas na lang natin gagawin sa 8. Right? Positive 7 yan. So, negative 8. Ano yung 8 mo in 8-bit? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 8. 1, 2, 3. 7 is, but we going to need to get the 1's complement kasi negative yan. So, magiging 1, 1, 1, 0. 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 1. So, yan si negative 8 natin. Plus 7, which is 0, 0, 0, 0. 0, 1, 1, 1. Then we add 1 plus 1, that is 0, carry 1. May carry pala yan. 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 1, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 1, carry 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0, that is 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. So, ito siya. Okay? So, ang sagot daw, negative 8 plus positive 7 is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, or that is negative 1. So, sakto ba yung negative 1 dyan? So, ulitin natin. Yung negative 1, that is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Positive, we get the complement, magiging 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 0. So, they are. So, next. So, dito na pumasok si signed integer natin using 2's complement. So, ito, ginagamit talaga natin na sa computer system natin. Si 2's complement natin. Okay? Ganon pa rin. MSB. Determine sa sign. Pag 0, positive. Pag 1, negative. Parehas lang. Also, kapag positive, diretso convert. Walang problema. Positive, diretso convert. Positive, diretso convert. Okay? Yan. Pag negative, 2's complement. So, paano natin ginagawa sa 2's complement? So, yung 5 natin, that is 0, 1, 0, 1. Complement natin, that is 0, 1, 0, 1. Plus 1, that will give you 1, 1, 0, 1. So, ito natin 2's complement. So, yung pagkuha ng 2's complement is that step. First step, get the binary equivalent. Number 2, do 1's complement. Third, add 1. So, for example, negative 3. Okay, negative 3. Get the binary equivalent, that is 0, 0, 1, 1. So, step 1. Step 2, 1's complement, that is 1, 1, 0, 0. And then 3, add 1. Mag plus 1 ka dito. That will give us 1, 1, 0, 1. Yan. Okay? So, that is 2's complement. Paano naman, sir, kapag yung represent mo yung 5 sa 8-bit? So, ganun din. So, first, get the binary equivalent in 8-bit. That is 0, 0, 0, 0. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Second, do the 1's complement. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 0, 1, 0. Third, we do the plus 1. We have 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay? So, ganun pa rin siya. So, that is how you do 2's complement. This is just proving that 2's complement now is being used by the sir, bakit puro addition, walang subtraction? Di ba nga sinabi natin that your subtraction can be done by 2's complement. And actually, this one is subtraction na, di ba? 5 plus 5 minus 3 yan talaga actually, right? So, subtraction siya, but we are doing still addition using 2's complement. Okay. 5, walang problema. Negative 3, we do the 2's complement, that is 0, 0, 1, 1. First step. Second step, that is 1, 1, 0, 0. Third step, plus 1, 1, 1, 0. Ito. Ayan siya. Okay. Then we add 1 plus 1, that is 0 carry 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0, that is 1. 0 plus 1 plus 1, that is 0 carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 0 carry 1. Now, in the 2's complement, this is already disregarded or discarded. Actually, pumapasok siya yan sa tinatawag nating flag register. Ba? Sa flag register, which I mentioned last time. Papasok sa flag register. Anong flag register ang ina-activate niyan? So, ina-alter niya yan si carry flag natin. Si carry. So, yung sum, ito na siya. Automatic. Okay. Another example, negative 5. So, 2's complement yan. Okay. So, first step, that is 0, 1, 0, 1. Second, do the 1's complement, 1, 0, 1, 0. Then third, plus 1, that is 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Plus 4, diretso. 1 plus 0, that is 1. 0 plus 1 plus 0, that's 1. 0 plus 1, that's 1. 0 plus 1, wala yung 0. Yung carry, 0 lang din. But the sum daw is that 1. So, is it negative 1? So, tingnan natin kung negative 1. So, negative 1. Okay. That is first step. 0, 0, 0, 1. Second, that is 1, 1, 1, 0. Third plus 1, that's 1, 1, 1, 1. So, we have the same value. We have an example memory here. We have here this address. So, this is our address. Ayan, address. Starting from 000 up to 0010. So, ibig sabihin, this is your 0, address 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tuloy. A, B, C, D, E, F, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. Okay? So that is our memory. So yeah, ganyan siya. So ganyan ko siya ginawa para hindi naman siya masyadong mahaba pag ginawa kong ganyan, di ba? From 0000 up to 00010. Yan. So ganito ko na siya ginawa. Okay? Now, example. First example, determine the decimal equivalent of the signed data. Wait. Ilagay natin yung mga keywords. Design byte data at the address, say 0005 hexa. Ayan. So, anong hinihingi? So, that is just to determine the decimal equivalent of the signed byte data at the address 0005. Okay. Now, the first thing that we need to do here is to look for the data on the starting address. Okay. Okay. So, the given address. Byte size data, byte lang siya. So, ibig sabihin, this is just one memory location. Yan, one memory location lang siya. Kaya hindi ko na binanggit yung starting address. Nasaan si 005? So, kung bibilangin natin, since na-address ko naman na siya, B3. Okay? So, that is B3. Pero, hindi ito ang tinatanong. Ano ang tinatanong? It's decimal equivalent. Okay? Decimal equivalent. Now, paano natin din gagawin yung decimal equivalent niyan? So, di ba? Going back to the discussion, okay? We can either do signed magnitude, we can either do ones complement, or we can either do the twos complement. Ayun ang hindi ko nabanggit. So, determine the decimal equivalent of the signed byte data at the address 00 hexa represented in, yan, using pala, let's say, twos complement. Ayan, using twos complement. So, paano natin yung gagawin? Right? Paano natin yung gagawin? Tingnan mo yung mga keywords, sir. So, makinig kayo. Tingnan mo muna yung keywords. Unang-una, decimal ang kakailanganin natin. Isa yun. Pangalawa, signed. So, kung signed, what you need to do is to look at the MSB. Kung signed yan, MSB. Bakit? Kasi kapag 0 ang MSB mo, ibig sabihin, positive siya. Kung positive siya, diretso, convert. Convert directly. Yan, directly. Okay? You convert it directly. Ngayon, kapag 1, ibig sabihin, negative siya. You perform either what is given, twos complement, was complement, or sign magnitude. In this case, we do the twos complement. Right? Okay ba yan? So, byte siya, byte. So, byte, ibig sabihin, isang value lang yan. Tumibol. Okay? Now, ano pang kailangan natin? So, titignan natin yung address. Ayan. Using twos complement. Okay? Now, alam na natin yung mga parameters. So, yung data, ito B3, kung ko-convert ko yan, that is 1, okay? 0, 1, 1, that is B. That is 3, 0, 0, 1, 1. Tama? B3. Yan daw yan yung data nakalagay doon. Yan yung data na nakalagay doon. So, titingnan ko ngayon yung MSB. Yung MSB ko is 1. So, negative. So, 1 siya. So, negative. Gawa daw yan gamit ng twos complement. So, therefore, paano yung twos complement? Diba yung function ng twos complement is first, get the binary, right? Second, do ones complement. 3, add 1. Okay? Tama? Ngayon, naka-represent na to sa twos complement. So, i-reverse ko lang ngayon si method or si function natin or si steps natin kakusana. So, ito, since naka-represent daw ito using 2's complement, ibig sabihin, magma-minus 1 ako dito. Right? Magma-minus 1 ako kasi nag-add 1 na ako dito eh. From data, from decimal to 2's complement, ganito siya. From 2's complement, going to data, so pabaliktad naman siya. So this is minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, nagagawa ko na to. Next, gagawin ko, iwa 1's complement ko din ito. Right? So yung 1's complement niya, that is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. And then next, okay na to. Check na yan. Then next, i-convert ko na sa get binary daw ito. So, ibig sabihin, kabaligtaran ng get binary is to get the decimal. So, ano yung decimal nito? So, 77 daw. 77. So, this one is 77. Positive, negative? Negative 77. Okay? So, negative 77. So, kung i-reverse mo yan, so, in-represent natin, so, ibig sabihin, yung nandito, gamit ang 2's complement is negative 77. Okay? Negative 77. Maliwanag? Eh, sir, paano naman kapag 1's complement lang? O, kung 1's complement, so, represented using 1's complement. Ano ba ang 1's complement? Mawawala lang naman yung plus 1. So, ibig sabihin, so 2's complement ito 2's complement. This one is 2's complement. How about 1's complement? Paano ba natin ginawa si 1's complement? Di ba si 1's complement, pag negative, get the binary, and then you just complement. Right? So, ibig sabihin, kung si B3 ay yan si B3, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, na-get ng kan na yan, na 1's complement lang yan, edi, i-complement ko lang din ulit. Pakitingnan kung anong value niya. Ano value niya? That is 76.
Yes, sir.
76 yan. Negative din. How about if we do it the sign magnitude way? Paano naman pag sign magnitude? Alright, so B3. This is SM. B3. So B3 is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So ano value? So di ba hindi natin ko-consider si most significant kasi nagde-determine lang yan kung either positive or negative. So then ide-diretso lang natin ito, may ko-convert. So anong value nito? 51. Pero negative siya. Okay? So tingnan mo yung difference ng 2's complement, 1's complement, and sign magnitude. Okay. Now, next. Still, determine the decimal equivalent of the sign. Sign, pag sinabi palang unsigned dito, no? Yan. Briefly lang para maliwanag. Pag unsigned, byte at the same, 0.5. Using 2's complement. Kasi unang titingnan mo pa rin yung data sa 0.5, which is still B3. Right? Still B3. Since unsigned siya, so walang problema. Diretso lang ang conversion mo yan. Directly convert lang to kasi unsigned naman siya. How about that is sign word data at address, starting address or SA, starting address equal to, let's say, B, hexa, represented 2's complements, assume, Big Indian is used. Ayan. So, meron akong dinagdag na isa. Assume Big Indian is used. So, determine the decimal equivalent of the sign word. Okay, word. So, ano ang alam natin pag word? alam natin pag sign. Pag sign, titingnan natin si MSB. Yan. Pag word, dapat dalawa. Dalawa yung titingnan natin, 2 bytes. 2 bytes equals to 2 mem location. Okay? SAB, hexa, alam natin saan yung B, A, B. So, ito yon. And then, two's complement pa rin yung ginamit. Assume big Indian yung use. Ginamit natin yung big Indian. Ano si big Indian ulit? Ulitin natin si big Indian. Sinabi natin that big Indian is most significant byte is stored at the starting address or yung sinasabi natin least numbered memory location. Right? So, balik tayo sa data. Since dalawa ang kailangan natin, so that would be B and C. Okay? B and C. Okay? So, kung ilalagay ko siya dyan, ito si 89. So, this is B. Si C ay 78. Tama? Ito si C. Eh, sabi niya, big Indian is used. Most significant byte is stored at the starting address. So, if I'm going to reconstruct the data, since this is my starting address, that the value now is 89, 78. Hexa. Okay ba yan? Okay ba yan? Yan. So, ganun siya. Ganun siya. 89, 78, hexa. And then, next. Since alam na natin yan, titingnan natin si sign. Sign, most significant. Tingnan natin. So, that is 1000. That is 9. That is 1001. 7. 11. 8. 1000. 0. Hexa. So, yung most significant mo is equal to 1. Therefore, we are going to do diba? The reverse of 2's complement. Okay, the reverse of 2's complement. So, tingnan natin. So, magma-minus 1 tayo dito. That will give us 1. Diba? 1. 1. 0. Paki-check kung tama yung ginawa mo. Ayan. And then from this, we are going to get the complement that will give us 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay? And then from that, kunin na natin yung decimal equivalent nito. Paki-check kung ano decimal equivalent. 30, 34, 4. So, eksakto yan.
Yes, sir. Same, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ano na yun? 30, 34, 4. But it is negative. So, mali kapag ito lang wala yung negative is mali. Kasi ang laki ng difference ng positive 30, 34, 4 sa negative 30, 34, 4. Okay? Ang laki ng difference yan. Ganon din kapag ito sana is signed at nagkataon na positive yan. So, ito pala example natin. So, yan yung sagot. Now, i-tweak lang natin ng konti yung problem. How about, I'm going to assume that LE is used. Little Indian is used. Right? How about if LE is used? So, tingnan natin kung LE siya, ito pa rin yung data natin. Tama? Ito pa rin yung data natin. However, when you reconstruct it, sabi kasi sa LE, ano yung sinabi ng LE natin? That LE, sabi, is the LSB or the least significant byte is stored at the starting address or the least numbered memory location. So, tingnan natin. So, C, dapat mauuna, 78. Okay? 89. Okay? So, ito na yung LSB ko. Ito na yung MSB ko ngayon. So, ganun magtitingnan pa rin natin. Since sign pa rin yung tinitingnan natin, we look at the most significant. And then 7 is 0, 1, 1, 1. 8 is 1, 0, 0, 0. 8 is 1, 0, 0, 0. 9 is 1, 0, 0, 1. So, that is 0. Right? That is 0. Since 0 yan, ibig sabihin, it is positive. Since positive, we convert it directly. So, i-convert mo na lang siya diretso to. Pag i-convert diretso, that is 30, 85. Kaya pa lang, konti lang difference nila. 30, 85, 7. So again, ito ay mali to kung wala ito. Sir, bakit? Bakit, sir? Kasi sign tayo eh. Ito positive naman, pwede namang walang sign. Eh meron kasi tayo sa data format natin, tinatawag nating unsigned. Di ba? Meron tayo niyan. So, ibig sabihin, kapag hindi mo nilagyan ng positive, I will not consider it because we have two formats, that is unsigned and signed. And take note that your signed, mayroon yung range na mas mababa kesa sa unsigned. From 0 to mas malaki ito kung sakasakali. Siya nga pala, no? Data is not just only numbers. Pwede rin sabihin nating message. Yan. Eh, pag sinabing message, malamang this is in form of ASCII. Okay? And we have this discussion of ASCII codes last time in logic, di ba? For example, yung 41 mo, kung may 41 dyan, that is your big letter A. Yan. Kapag 61, that is small letter A. Pag sinabing 7-byte message, okay, titingnan mo yung 7 byte. O, pag sinabi mong 2-byte message, okay, ayan. And then, let's see, 3 byte o 5 bytes message. So, titingnan mo lang din naman. So, again, starting address. And then, look into the, ano lang tatandaan natin dito? Yung mga keywords, mga kapatid. Tatandaan natin yung mga keywords. Unang-una, ano ba yung tinatanong? Decimal equivalent, so, alamang ang output mo dyan, number. Sign, either may positive yan or may negative. Okay. Word, pag word, okay, dalawang memory location. Pag byte, isa lang. Pag quad word, okay, dapat 8 yan. 8 yung, let's say, 8 kung titignan mo. Kung quad word, ito 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, malamang yan ang i-consider mo. Example lang. Pag double word, 4 lang. So, malamang 32, 56, yan. 89, 78. So, parang ganun. And then next, tignan mo. Either little Indian or big Indian. Titignan mo lang din yun. Next, ano pang unang titignan mo? Ano pang next na titignan mo? Either 2's complement, 1's complement, or sign magnitude. Ayan. Now, in the first module that I'm going to create later, let me just discuss, and then this discussion will also be part of the module later on. We are going to take a look at this one. So this is example given already in the emulator 8086. I do not know if you have already downloaded this one. So the laboratory will not be already the same. I will give the module, but it will not be per group anymore because I'm going to ask questions and already place it in the LMS later on. So parang magiging assessment din siya, and then doon mo siya, you perform the laboratory and then you answer it using the LMS. Okay, so parang gano'n siya. Hindi na yung uploading na files and so forth. But I am going to create a module. Okay, now of course, yung pinakauna na lagi-lagi, kahit sa C++, kahit sa Python, kahit sa anong programming, yung hello world. Yan, yung hello world na example. So, in this example, we are going to use lang or print out the hello world using the screen of the emulator. So, this is just the color combination. Sir, paano mo to kinuha? Again, this is provided by the emulator, the developer of the system. Okay. Ito siya. And say 00 daw, that is black, 001, and then so forth. These are the colors that you can use to highlight words. Yan. Now, again, I mentioned to you that this one is originate at 100 hexa. We start at 100 hexa. Sir, pwede bang 0 dyan? Pwede lang naman. Pwede 200, pwede lang naman. Basta this standard nila is 100 hexadecimal. Now here, another thing that we are going to take a look is yung tinatawag nating interrupt. Now, for the rest of interrupts, you can again look into the help, documentation, tutorials. Here are the interrupts. So, tingnan natin yung ginamit niya na interrupt. So, pansin natin dito, okay, we set that one to text mode, 80 to 16 colors, blah, blah, and 8 pages daw. That is 0, and then AL mo is 3. So, kung yung AH mo ay 0, ito. Ayan. AH mo is 0, that is video mode. AL mo is desired video mode. Okay? And then, pardon me for that one. Kapag 0, 0 daw, that is, yan, 0, 3. As mentioned there, 80 by 25, 16 colors. Okay. And then next, we are going to have the blinking and enable all 16 colors. Again, that is yan, and then dalawa yung value niya, AX and BX. Then we have the interrupt, 10 hexa pa rin. So asan yung 10 hexa na yan? Na interrupt niyan. So tingnan natin yung AX and then AX na 1003. Yan. So 1003, toggle intensifying blinking. So yung input mo is BL kapag ginamit niya is 0. Pag 0 daw, enable intensive colors. Pag 1, enable blinking colors. Now, you can still look into all the data here in the interrupts. Now, segment register, as we mentioned last time, you cannot directly place value or data into your segment register. Okay, so what you can do is to place the value into another register, to general purpose register, and then you are going to move that value from the register into the DX. So again, immediate addressing cannot be done in our segment registers. Only register to register. Bakit siya sinabing register to register? Register to register. Ito, register to value, we call it as immediate value. Now, what? Again, here, as you can see here, what is this? This is what we call the memory location. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we are going to move H into 02 hexa. Now, sir, bakit 04 na yan? Ayaw ko may space yan. No. 02 hexa, and the next is 04 hexa, right? The next is 06, and then so forth. Makikita natin dyan mamaya, yung hexa natin. The next, move CX. Usually, CX is used for counting. Yeah. Ginagamit yan for counting, for looping, and so forth. And then, we move a number 12 or 12, number of characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, space is also a character. This one is also a character. So, space is 20, no? ASCII codes. Okay, DI. So, mapapansin mo dito, DI is 03. Start from the byte after H. So, kasi 0, 2, right? And then 03, siya magsisimula ito. Then, mapapansin mo dito, and we just made C is just a label. Your label represent a memory address. Next, move DI. Your DI is 03. So, ibig sabihin that this value here, light red, okay, 010, on yellow, 0111. So, ibig sabihin, papadaanan lang natin yan. And then, we are just going to add DI2. Bakit DI2? Ibig sabihin lang nun, we are going to skip every time. Kasi nga, 0 to 3, and then 3 plus 2, magiging 5. Okay? Nakita yung cursor ko? 3. 3 siya nagsimula. Di ba? 3. And then 3 plus 2, magiging 5. Okay? Magiging 7, magiging 9, so forth. Yan. So, magiging ganyan siya. So, lalagtaw-lagtaw siya dyan. Yan. Skip over the next ASCII code ng VGA memory. Then, loop C, babalik lang siya dito. So, ibig sabihin, parang ilalagyan niya lang ng kulay. Lalagyan na lang ng kulay. Okay, next, if we are going to run interrupt 16. So, interrupt 16 here, we are going to wait for key press. So, interrupt 16, where is that 16? Ayan. So, dalawa, 16. So, pag 16:00, keystroke. So, 0 yan. So, return. Now, if we are going to emulate that one, so mapapansin natin dito, ito yung original source code natin, ano? Then when we single step natin, kasi pag niran mo, diretso na lang yan. Then single step. Ito na tayo. Nandito na si setting ng video natin. Then magsisimula tayo yan, si hello. Papansin nyo. H-E-L-L-O. Okay. Ayan. W, word. And then dito na yung pag-highlight natin. So, alam natin that there are 12 characters. Okay. And then we move in the start of H. Then we are going to color. Ayan. We color H. Pinago natin yung character niya, yung red, yung H. Ito, light red on yellow. You can change that one if you want to. Okay. Ayan. So, loop. Ito yung iteration sa tinatawag natin ay yung loop. Loop, mag-iterate ka dito. So, 12 iterations kasi 12 yan. Ayan. So, kung mapapansin mo, naglalaro lang siya dyan. Ayan. Dito makikita mo magbabago yung DI. Ito, DI. Balikan lang natin ng konti. Ito. Makikita mo dito magbabago yung DI. Ayan. Pati yung CX. Kasi yun yung access natin ngayon. Yung IP, always yan. Di ba nabanggit natin yung instruction point. Laging nababago yan. Every time. Then, we are going to waiting for stop. Okay. So, kapag prines ko, yung enter dito, sorry, dito pala dapat. Okay, natapos na siya, no? Now, what are we going to see here? Now, dito mapapansin natin again, ito makikita natin, no? I am going to ask this one later on. Sa listing, so, kikita mo yan, 48 hexa ng H, kako sana. Then 65E, C, C, LL, yan. Kaya yung pinag-aaralan natin, na-apply natin sa programming dito sa micro. 6F is 0. 0. O, kako sana, O. 2C is ito. No? Ito kung sakto tayo. Yan. W, 7. Now, saan mo makikita yan? So, makikita mo yan, kung mapapansin natin, dito sa memory. Now, sa memory, mapapansin mo yung data natin, DS natin. Saan natin nilagay yung DS natin kanina? Sa ito. Tama? DS mo is B800. B800. So, kung titingnan natin dito sa memory, B800. Then, papalitan natin ito ng, pupunta tayo sa 00. Ayan. Ito siya. So, 4865cc. This is what we call logical addressing. We are going to discuss this one later on. So, 48CEC, 65. Ayan. So, 6548, 65cc, 6F. So, ito lahat siya yan. Na-store siya sa natin. Ayan. Na-store siya sa memory natin. While waiting for the lab module to experiment on these things, you try to change this one, your name. Okay. Your name, change the color. Okay. Change the color and your name. So, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending our class. Thank you for taking time to listen to me once again. I do hope that hindi kayo magsasawa sa boses natin.